Hello dear students, in this video I'll start with solving the sample paper for CBSE Class 12 Applied Mathematics for the academic year 2023-24. In this video I'll solve the questions from section A of the sample paper. Now before starting with the questions from section A, we'll see the general instructions which is given in the sample paper. The board exam question paper will also be of the similar type. The allocation of marks will be the same as the allocation of marks given for these 5 sections. The first point is this question paper contains 5 sections A, B, C, D and E, and each section is compulsory. There are some internal choice provided in some of the questions. The first section, which is section E, it has got 18 multiple choice questions and 2 assertion reason based questions, each carrying 1 mark. Section B has 5 very short answers questions, each carries 2 marks. Section C has 6 short answer type questions, each carrying 3 marks. Section D has 4 long answer type questions of 5 marks each. And then section E has 3 source based or case based or passage based or integrated units of assessment with 4 marks each. Some questions with subparts and some questions may not contain subparts. The last point is internal choice is provided in 2 questions in section B, 2 questions in section C and 2 questions in section D. Wherever internal choice is provided, it is enough. 1 question can be attempted. And then all these add up to a total of maximum 80 marks. And then the time allowed to complete this paper is 3 hours. First, we'll start with section A. In section A, all the questions are compulsory and no internal choice is provided in this section. The first question is value of minus 70 mod 13 is. So here we have to find the remainder when minus 70 is divided by 13. We know that according to modular arithmetic or in general, the remainder cannot be negative. As a result, when we divide minus 70 by 13, 13 5s are 65. So let us go for 13 6. So minus 6. 13 into minus 6 is minus 78. Now in usual division, we will subtract this term minus this term. So here minus 70 minus of minus 78 will be minus 70 plus 78. As a result, the remainder is 8, which is positive. So the correct option is option C. The value of minus 70 mod 13 is 8. Moving on to the next question. This is from numerical inequalities. If x plus 1 by x plus 2 greater than or equal to 1, then we have to find the solution for x. So here, when we have a question like this, x plus 1 by x plus 2 greater than or equal to 1, we have to bring this 1 to the other side. So minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Now let us take LCM. So it is x plus 1 minus x minus 2 upon x plus 2 greater than or equal to 0. Now plus x and minus x will go. We have minus 1 by x plus 2 greater than or equal to 0. Now here we can see that x is in the denominator. So no value of x will make this 0. If we put x as minus 2, then we will get minus 1 by minus 2 plus 2 or minus 1 by 0, which is infinity. So no value of x will make this 0. As a result, here we have to find minus 1 upon x plus 2 greater than 0. So here we have minus 1 by x plus 2 greater than 0. So to make this positive, we can reverse the inequality sign. This implies 1 by x plus 2 less than 0. Now for 1 by x plus 2 to be less than 0, x plus 2 should be less than 0 because 1 is positive. Only when the denominator is negative, this whole thing will be negative. X plus 2 is less than 0 implies x is less than minus 2. So if x is less than minus 2 on the number line, it consists of all those points which is less than minus 2 but not including minus 2. This point is not included. As a result, we have x belongs to open interval minus infinity comma minus 2. So the correct option is option B. Open interval minus infinity comma minus 2. Moving on to the next question, which of the following is a statistic? Now we know that statistic is a characteristic of the sample and parameter is a characteristic of the population. Here we can see that mu is population mean and sigma square is population variance. So these two are parameters, whereas x bar is, it is the sample mean. So this is a characteristic of a sample, which is a statistic. So the correct option is option B. Next question, in one sample t-test, the estimation for population mean is. So here we have a one sample t-test. So we have only one sample and then the estimate for the population mean is given by x bar minus mu upon s by root n. So this formula we are familiar. So the correct option is option A. Next question, a man can row 6 km per hour in still water. It takes him twice as long to row up as to row down the river. Then the rate of the stream is. So this is from boats and streams. Here they have given the speed of the person in still water and then it is given it takes him twice as long to row up as to row down the river. So we have to find the rate of stream. So let the man's rate upstream be x km per hour. So here since it takes him twice as long to row up as to row down, the man's rate downstream will be 2x km per hour. So using these two, this is the upstream speed, this is the downstream speed. Using these two, we can find the speed of man in still water as half of upstream speed plus downstream speed, x plus 2x. Now here it is given the speed of the man in still water is 6 km per hour. So this implies 6 is equal to half of 3x. This x plus 2x is 3x. So from this we get 12 is equal to 3x or x is equal to 12 by 3, which is 4 km per hour. So this is the speed of man in still water. Now the rate of stream we can calculate as downstream speed minus upstream speed by 2. So it is 2x minus x by 2, which is x by 2. X we have already found. So it is 4 by 2, which is 2 km per hour. So the correct option is option A. Moving on to the next question. If random variable x represents the number of heads when a coin is tossed twice, then the mathematical expectation of x is. So when a coin is tossed twice, the sample space consists of, we may either get both heads or one head, one tail. It can be first head, second tail, or first tail, second head, or we may get two tails. So here it is given x represents the number of heads. So the random variable x can take values 0 where no heads occur, or 1 where one head occurs, or 2 where two heads occur. So first x can take values 0, 1 or. So xi can be 0, 1, 2 and then the sample events for each of these consists of 0 means no head, so it is tail tail. 1 means one head, one tail, or one tail, one head. Then 2 means both heads. And next let us find probability of x equal to xi, which is nothing but it is pi. So probability of getting both tails is, there is only one favorable outcome. The total number of outcomes is 4. So this is 1 by 4. Next, probability of getting one head, one tail, it is, we have two favorable outcomes. Total number of outcomes is 4. So it is 2 by 4, which is half. Next, we have probability of getting both heads. It is again 1 by 4. Now we are asked to find the mathematical expectation of x. So expectation of x, it is nothing but it is summation xi pi. So let us find xi pi. Xi pi is the product of these two. So 0 into 1 by 4 is 0. Then 1 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Then we have 2 into 1 by 4, it is 1 by 2. So the sum of these three is 1. Therefore, expectation of x, it is equal to 1. Moving on to the next question. The least non-negative remainder when 3 raised to 50 is divided by 7 is. So here we have to find the remainder when 3 raised to 50 is divided by 7. So it is actually finding 3 raised to 50 mod 7. So using the properties of modulo arithmetic, we can do this. If we consider 3, it is congruent to 3 mod 7. And now in modulo arithmetic, we know that if A congruent to B mod n, then A raised to K congruent to B raised to K mod n, where K is a positive integer. So this property is there in modular arithmetic. So using this property, here we can see that if we square both sides, 3 square, it is equal to 9. This is congruent to 2 mod 7, because when we divide 9 by 7, we get the remainder as. And next, if we consider 3 cube, which is 27, it is congruent to minus 1 mod 7, because here 3 cube is 27, and if we bring this, if we subtract this minus 1 from 27, we will get 27 minus of minus 1, which is 28. So 28 is divisible by 7. As a result, 3 cube is congruent to minus 1 mod 7. Here we need to find 3 raised to 50. So for 3 raised to 50, now let us find 3 cube the whole raised to 16. The reason being 3 cube the whole raised to 16 is 3 raised to 48. As a result, to find 3 raised to 50, we can do 3 raised to 48 into 3 square and then find the remainder. So 3 cube the whole raised to 16, it is congruent to minus 1 the whole raised to 16 mod 7, or 3 raised to 48 is congruent to 1 mod 7. Since we need 3 raised to 50, let us multiply both sides by 3 square. So 3 raised to 48 into 3 square congruent to 3 square mod 7. Now this 3 square is nothing but it is 9, which is 9 mod 7. We know that 9 mod 7 is. So from here we can see that 3 raised to 50 congruent to 2 mod 7. Or when we divide 3 raised to 50 by 7, we get the remainder as 2. So the correct option is option C, which is 2. Moving on to the next question. If the cash equivalent of a perpetuity of rupees 300 payable at the end of each quarter is rupees 24,000, then the rate of interest compounded quarterly is. So here they have given the cash equivalent of a perpetuity of rupees 300. So this is the periodic payment, which is capital R, which is payable at the end of each quarter. It is rupees 24,000. So this is the present value of perpetuity, which is P. We need to find the rate of interest that is compounded quarterly. So let R be the rate of interest. So the rate per period I, it is given by, here the rate of interest is compounded quarterly. So I will be R by 400. If we take R percent be the rate of interest, then the rate per period will be R by 400. And then the periodic payment capital R is rupees 300, and the present value of perpetuity P is rupees 24,000. Now we know that the present value of perpetuity is given by the formula R by I. So from this we can see that 24,000 equal to 300 upon R by 400. This implies 24,000 equal to, if we bring this to the numerator, 12 followed by 4 zeros divided by R. So as a result, R is 1,20,000 upon 24,000. So this, if we simplify, it is 120 by 4, which is 5. So the rate of interest compounded quarterly is 5%. So the correct option is option K. The next question, integral log x by x dx equals. So for this, let us take let I equal to the given integral. We have to use integration by substitution. And let us put t equal to log x. As a result, dt will be dx by x. So the given integral becomes integral t dt. For log x we put t, and for dx by x we put dt. Now we know that integral t dt, it is nothing but t square by 2 plus the constant of integration c. Now since t we have taken as log x, this is equal to log x the whole square by 2 plus c. So the given integral, it is equal to log x the whole square by 2 plus c. The correct option is option B. Next question, the supply of finished good was delayed for a month due to landslide in hilly terrain. Under which trend oscillation does this situation fall? So here we can see that this happens all of a sudden. It is unpredictable. As a result, it falls under irregular trend. So the correct option is option D. Next question, a machine costing rupees 30,000 is expected to have a useful life of 4 years and a final scrap value of rupees 4,000. The annual depreciation is. So here the cost of the machine C, it is 30,000, the scrap value is 4,000, and then the useful life N is 4 years. Now we know the formula annual depreciation is C minus S upon N. So here C is 30,000, S is 4,000 upon N is 4. So this is 26,000 by 4, which is 6,500. So the correct option is option B. Annual depreciation is rupees 6,500. Moving on to the next question, the effective rate of interest equivalent to nominal rate 6% compounded semi-annually is. So here we have to use the effective rate of interest formula. The nominal rate is given as 6% and then it is compounded semi-annually. So here R effective is given by 1 plus R by M the whole raised to M minus 1 into 100. Here R is 6% or it is 6 by 100, which is 0.06. And then the number of times it is compounded per year, it is compounded twice. So here M is 2. So using this, we can find R effective as 1 plus 0.06 by 2 the whole square minus 1 into 100. So it is 1 plus 0.03 the whole square minus 1 into 100. This is 1.03 square minus 1 into 100. So here 1.03 square, let us find 103 square. So it is 1.0609 minus 1 into 100. So this is 1.03 the whole square. So if we subtract 1, we get 0.0609 into 100, which is 6.09%. So the correct option is option C, 6.09%. The next question, if the investment of rupees 20,000 in mutual fund in 2015 increased to rupees 32,000 in 2020, the compound annual growth rate is. So we have to find the compound annual growth rate. We know the formula for compound annual growth rate. It is given by ending value upon starting value the whole raised to 1 by n minus 1 into 100. So here The ending value is 32,000. This is ending value. The starting value is 20,000. And then n is the time period. The time period is 2020 minus 2015. So n is 5. If we substitute all these things, we can find compound annual growth rate. Ending value is 30,000, starting value is 20,000. So this is 32,000 upon 20,000, the whole raised to 1 by 5 minus 1 into 100. So here the value is given for 1.6. This is 1.6, the whole raised to 1 by 5 minus 1 into 100. The value is given in the question itself. It is 1.098 minus 1 into 100. So this is 0.098 into 100, or it is 9.8%. So the correct option is option B, 9.8%. Although 9.8% is same as 0.098, we have to choose only 9.8% because the compound annual growth rate is always expressed in percentage. So this is the correct option. The next question is integrating factor of this differential equation. This is not included in the syllabus. Next question. Besides non-negativity constraint, the figure given below is subject to which of the following constraints? So here if we see all the options, it consists of x plus 2y equal to 5 and x plus y equal to 4. Only thing is the feasible region varies in each of these. Here we can see that the equations of the lines, they are easy to find. So the equation of this line CD, it is x plus y equal to 4. And then the equation of this line, this AE, it is x plus 2y equal to 5. This is x plus 2y equal to 5. Now here the feasible region, it is towards the origin, it is shaded towards the origin. So as a result, the constraints for this, it is nothing but x plus 2y less than or equal to 5 and x plus y less than or equal to 4. So the correct option is option E. Next question, if x is a Poisson variate such that 3 times probability of x equal to 2 times probability of x equal to 1, then the mean of the distribution is equal to. Now we know that in Poisson distribution, the mean equal to the variance is equal to lambda. So the Poisson distribution is given by probability of x equal to k. It is e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to k upon k factorial, where lambda is the parameter for Poisson distribution. Here it is given 3 times probability of x is equal to 2. This 2 times probability of x is equal to 1. Or 3 into e raised to minus lambda, lambda square by 2 factorial is equal to 2 into e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to 1 by 1 factorial. Because probability of x equal to 2 is e raised to minus lambda into lambda raised to 2 by 2 factorial, and probability of x equal to 1 is e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to 1 by 1 factorial. So here e raised to minus lambda will go. And then if we bring lambda to left hand side, lambda square by lambda is equal to 2 into 2 by 3. So 1 lambda will go. This is 4 by 3. As a result, lambda is equal to 4 by 3. This lambda is nothing but it is the mean. So the correct option is the mean of this distribution is equal to 4 by 3, which is option E. Next question, for the given 5 values 35, 70, 36, 59, 64. The 3-year moving averages are given by. So here we have 5 years, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then the values are given by 35, 70, 36, 59 and 64. The 3-year moving average, it is calculated as, so for the first year we will not get any value. The first 3-year moving average is the sum of these 3 divided by 3. So 35 plus 70 plus 36, it is 141 divided by 3, which is 47. Then The next 3-year moving average is 70 plus 36 plus 59, which is 165 divided by 3. It is 55. Then the next 3 years moving average is 36 plus 59 plus 64, which is 159 divided by 3. It is 53. So the correct option is 47, 55, 53, which is option C. The next question, the data point of a normal variate with mean 12, standard deviation 4 and z-score 5 is. So here the z-score is given, we have to find the data point. We know that z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. Here z-score is given 5 equal to x minus mu is the mean, which is 12, and sigma is the standard deviation, which is 4. So from this we can find the data point x. 20 equal to x minus 12 or x is equal to 32. So the correct option is option D, which is 32. And next we have the assertion reason type questions. So here in the following questions, a statement of assertion A is followed by a statement of reason R. We have to choose the correct answer from these 4 choices. The first choice is both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of assertion. The second option is both A and R are true, and the reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Then the next option C is A is true but R is false, and D is A is false but R is true. The 19th question is, when we have questions of such type, the first thing is we have to check whether assertion is true or false. If it is true means, then we have to check which of these 3 options will hold. If assertion is false, then it is only D. A is false but R is true. So here the assertion is the maximum profit a company makes if profit function is given by P of x is equal to 41 plus 24x minus 8x square, where x is the number of units and P is the profit, is 59. So here we have to check whether this statement is true. That is, whether the maximum profit is 59 or not, given this profit function. So first let us check whether this assertion is true. Profit function is given by 41 plus 24x minus 8x square. So to find the maximum profit, first we have to find the critical points. So the critical points are calculated as the first derivative of the profit function is equal to 0. So P dash of x equal to 0 implies 24 minus 16x equal to 0, which implies 24 equal to 16x, or x equal to 24 by 16. This is 3 by, so x is 3 by 2. For maximum profit, P dash of x is equal to 0 and P double dash of x is less than 0. P double dash of x, it is equal to, when we find the derivative of this 24 minus 16x, it is minus 16, which is less than 0 at x is equal to 2 by 3. As a result, x is equal to 3 by 2. As a result, x is equal to 3 by 2 is a point of local maxima, and then the maximum value of this profit can be calculated by substituting x as 3 by 2. So maximum profit is P of 3 by 2, which is 41 plus 24 into 3 by 2 minus 8 into 3 by 2 the whole square. So this is 12. Here it is 41 plus 36 minus, here it is 9 by 4. So 8 into 9 by 4 is 18 minus 18. So this is 59. So maximum profit is rupees 59. So here the assertion is true. Next, let us see the reason. It is given the profit is maximum at x is equal to a if P dash of a equal to 0 and P double dash of A is greater than 0. Here the profit will be maximum at x is equal to A if P dash of A equal to 0. This is true, but P double dash of A should be less than 0. So this is false. As a result, the reason is false. So the correct option is A is true but R is false, which is option C. So the correct option is option C. Moving on to the next question. The probability of getting 6 heads when an unbiased coin is tossed 10 times is C 10, 6 into 1 by 10 the whole raised to 10. Reason is in a binomial distribution, the probability is given by probability of x is equal to r equal to C nr p raised to r q raised to n minus r. C 10, 6 it is nothing but 10 C6. So this is also a notation to write this combination. So first let us check whether the assertion is true or not. Here we can see that probability of getting 6 heads, that is probability of x is equal to 6. When an unbiased coin is tossed, if an unbiased coin is tossed, then the probability of success, that is probability of getting a head, is half, and then the probability of failure, q, which is probability of getting a tail, it is also equal to half. And then it is tossed 10 times. So the number of trials n is 10. So here probability of x is equal to 6. It is given by C 10, 6 into P raised to R, half raised to 6, Q raised to n minus R, half raised to 10 minus 6, which is 4. So this is C 10, 6 half raised to 10. So here this is what is given as assertion. So it is true. Now let us see the reason. In a binomial distribution, the probability is given by probability of x is equal to r is C n, r p raised to r q raised to n minus r. So using this formula, this is the formula for probability in binomial distribution. So the reason is also true. The reason is also true. And also this reason is the correct explanation of this assertion. So the correct option is option A, where both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. The correct option is option A for question number 20. So the correct option is option A. So these are the various questions from section A of the sample paper for the academic year 2023-24 for applied mathematics. I hope this video was useful for you. In my next video, I'll continue with solving the sample paper and I'll solve the questions from sections B and C of this sample paper. Thank you for watching.